This is the event show on KLYQ on this beautiful, beautiful Friday morning in the Bitterroot Valley. And who's in the studio but Dusty Trail?
Howdy ho, I'm Dusty Trail, and I'm here to talk about cowboy poetry that will be at Darby Community Library this Wednesday, April 13th at 6 p.m.
You know, you look a lot like Dominic Farrenkopf.
I do a little, but the massive hat.
Yeah,
and the custom belt, and
you had
the fact
turn,
that I brought my trick pony.
Turn sideways to get in the door.
Turn sideways to get in the door. Brought my trick pony to the radio station this morning. Thunder, he goes everywhere with me, and he will be at the Darby Library as well. So
now you've got some really good poetry going on. This is, by the way, this is National Poetry Month.
Poetry Month,
and so this is part of the celebrations that you've got planned. Now, in Darby, you've got some help there.
Oh, my word, do we have some help. I know Verna Melinda will be there with her poetry, Dusty Trail, and then, they got Doug Hogan again. He brings his guitar and his voice and his stories and poems, and he's very entertaining. He
is such a good editor. Now, you brought a little cowboy poetry.
I did, yeah. This is actually a story. This is Old Dutch. It was a Saturday night, the ranch chores were done, and all us cowpokes wanted to have some fun. "Let's go drink whiskey," said old Zeke. "That's no good, we did that last week." "Let's all go see the girls of Farmer Patterson." "Can't do that, their ma's got a brand new scattergun." Clint suggested, "Let's play some draw poker." "We don't get paid till next week, you joker." "Well, what do you want to do since you know so much?" "I'm thinking about saddling up Old Dutch." "Say what, Dusty? You wouldn't even dare. Why, that Mustang's meaner than a grizzly bear." "Well, one thing's for sure, I ain't no scaredy cat. If you're not gonna ride, at least hold my hat." I led the way to the riding corral. Clint grabbed my arm and said, "Don't do it, pal." "Nope. I made up my mind. It's too late to go back." While I saddle him, cover his eyes with a sack. Old Dutch was bucking and snorting like a pig. As I stood there, I forgot he was so big. I saddled him and suppressed my fears. I mounted up. My boots hit my ears. Before the sack was off, Old Dutch lit out. "Ride him, Dusty!" Clint started to shout. Old Dutch jumped, kicked, writhed, and started to twist. My muscles were flexed, but none tighter than my fist. I gripped both the reins and felt a strong jolt. I knew right then Old Dutch was gonna bolt. Sure enough, Old Dutch was gonna take flight. He crossed the corral. I shut my eyes tight. I braced myself and got real tense, waiting to go right through the fence. He took a mighty leap over the top rail. He cleared the fence, and away we did sail. The other cowpokes, hollers, shouts, and cheers all but faded away from my doomed ears. I don't remember much else, but all I can say is I must have got dragged a long, long way. When I made it back to the rest of the cowpokes, I knew for years I'd be the butt of their jokes. As they laughed, my face was bright red. I sure as heck wished I was dead. And you could easily make a funeral wreath from all the sagebrush stuck in my teeth.
Oh, yeah. Good
There's
one.
the story, yeah. So that's Old Dutch. True
Old
story.
Dutch. True story.
True story.
Oh, yeah,
true story.
Yeah.
So,
okay, again, next one is
Cowboy
next
Poetry,
week.
April 13th.
That's next week.
Next week.
Okay, now in Darby, they need to go to
Community Public Library.
All right.
Community Library.
Beautiful facility.
It really is.
Yeah.
So, okay. Thank you.